saved, right? So there are constant war between these big companies, tech giants like Apple, Microsoft, and Google, because both of all of them, they want to keep their key employees with themselves. So Google wants that the cream of the top executive of Apple and Microsoft, they work for Google. Similarly, the Apple wants that all the top person, those who are intellectual power of the companies, they work for Apple. So they give, so as soon as they found out that, okay, this person is very capable, he is contributing a lot, so they offer him double salary and work for them. So this create a window for stealing intellectual property. So you should employ some kind of informative system, for information system who track this kind of information so that data is not leaked, or your information regarding the key customers, right? The next one is control procedures.
I have a question for
Yes.
the information system. So you mean that either the person who oversee or who interacts with the information system will never leave your company? This is one, or you have a personal contract with this person, like it's like he has to sign that he will never talk about or give the secret to
Yes.
any direct
Information system. Whenever you want to hire a person, you make him sign the document that you say that you will never work for your competitors, for our competitors, and you cannot open your own company as well, because you know the system and procedure here. So you can also, the chances are that you can set up your own company after that. And if you are allowed, you are only allowed to open your company after 10 years, right?
Okay.
So that
You give a limitation geographically to this clause, right? Like you cannot open in the same market, for example, in the United States, but not everywhere in the world.
Yes, it depends on your negotiation. When you are hired, when you are fired, you have to sign the document. Otherwise, they don't give you the character certificate. So big companies like CEOs, they retire. Of course, they retire, and when they want to join another company, so they cannot join their competitors. So the company,
Okay.
they write it down on their contracts. Otherwise, it's very easy. If Microsoft CEO is his term is over after 4 years, he can join the Apple company and he can just open up the secrets of Microsoft company. So the companies, they say that no, this kind of behavior is not acceptable. You cannot work for our competitors. So then they work for other companies, not
Okay.
related companies, right? So these kind of
It's
information.
like an exclusive clause, like exclusive clause.
Yeah.
Okay.
The next one is control procedures. They are symbolized by the doors. So control procedures built into the control environment and information system. Basically, they connect these two, the environment and the information system. So they connect in a way that companies gain access to 5 objectives of internal control. So basically, they are connecting these two in a way that all 5s are connected, because they provide control. Wherever there is a lack, there is some kind of a space for breaching the internal control. So they act as a control. For example, there should be a proper separation of duties, comparisons, and other checks, adequate records, proper approval, physical safeguard to protect assets from theft. The last one is monitoring of control. And you monitor that whether control environment is going good, risk environment is good, information system is good, control procedures are good or not. If not good, then what happened that the security is breached? Where the security is breached, we need to monitor. So basically it's a loop process. So control programs into the company's information technology. So you can use computer programs. So for example, you are receiving receipts, cash receipts, you enter into the computer, and when you pay the cash, you make the entry into computer as well. So at the end, they generate, okay, this is the receipt and this is the cash payments, and you can tally with your cash in the drawer as well. Similarly, you can use internal auditors as well. External auditors, they are costly as well, plus they are independent. The internal auditors, they are on the payroll of company. They hired so that they can find out any loophole. So they audit whether there are receipts, there are some kind of proof that the asset is sold and with the same amount or not, or if the company reports are showing that we have 10,000 units of inventory, so they make sure that this is the number that match over the receipts. And if your internal department still cannot work efficiently because they are on the payroll of a company and they are paid by the managers or the HR manager of the company, so chances are that the internal auditors, they may be reluctant to point out some kind of the problem, which they think that they will, if we explore or expose this kind of problem, our job is at risk. Then there comes the external auditor, because they are independent and they work from the outside of the company, so they can come and they can explore the situations or some kind of loopholes, and they make it public. It is necessary for them to make it public because the remuneration they get is not through the management, through the company. So by employing external auditors as well as internal auditors, you are strengthening the controls. Okay. The next one is the internal control procedures. So in a business with good internal controls, no important duty is overlooked. So each person in the information chain is an important person. So the internal control process starts from smart hiring, separation of duties, comparison and then compliance, adequate records, limited access, proper approval. You can just remember it through SCALP. Right? SCALP. Separation of duties, compliance, comparison, adequate records, limited access, proper approval. So smart hiring practices are, for example, you can have a background check, you hire and train your supervisors, you offer competitive salaries, and there should be clear responsibility. So this practices include SCALP, which is separation of duties, which means asset handling are different people, record keeping are different people, and the person who approves those transactions they are different people. Comparison, compliance, and monitoring. So operating in cash budgets, exception reports, and audits. Audits, they help to compare whether the real data is different from what we have budgets. And budgets are necessary because from budgets you plan. At the end, the exception reports that showed us that whether what we have budget or what we have planned, it is accordance with the law, accordance with the budget or not. Have we exceed from our budget, and where the excess should be financed? If we are short in cash, where we get the money? Adequate reports, records, which shows the detailed business transactions, the name of the person as well, its address, shipping address, its telephone. It should not be fake. So there should be hard copies as well as the electronic one, because electronic one you can edit. So when you match electronic one and the hard copies and they match well, then you can say that, okay, the records are adequate. And then pre-numbered documents, you know that when you sold the asset, 10 documents are included. The name of the person who is buying them, the name of the banks from which he will pay the money, and where you should, post this assets, and whether the assets has received, from which carrier you will transport the asset, this kind of stuff. Limited access. So the person who is eligible to handle, he must be given the responsibility, not everyone. For example, here, the lockbox system, lock and keys, password. So only account that belongs to you, you have the password. You don't have the password of others, right? So this is called limited access. Okay, the proper approvals, which means whatever you are starting, you need some kind of approval from your boss, right? So for purchasing department, if you want to purchase from that supplier, you can make a bill, you can send it for signature to your higher authorities, right? Similarly, credit department, if you want to give credit to someone, you need approval. So we have general approvals and we have specific approval as well. For example, you are, some specific situation, you can say that, okay, we are sending our goods to a specific hospital and they cannot pay us right now, but they will pay us in 12 months. Your normal policy is that your customer should pay to you 30 days, but this is a hospital and this is a case of your charity as well, plus the fame as well. So you have a specific approval that this specific customer, which is the hospital, they will pay you within 360 days. So you are violating the normal procedure. For that one, you need special approval. Similarly, human resource department, what kind of person you need to hire, you need approval. How many, engineers you need to hire, 10 or 15, this kind of approvals you also need. So the best treatment or the best way to recognize or to remember the smart hiring practices, which means SCAL, right? You can just take a hint and you can just remember that. Okay, the information technology, the information system, they rely less on manual and more on IT. So due to the inception or due to the introduction of this information technology, everything is now online or on computers. So use of computers generally to improve speed and accuracy. So information technology is good. Yes, IT is very good because it saves us time and also improve accuracy. Plus you can establish different kind of controls. So the safeguard controls, number one, fireproof vault. What does it mean? You can control through IT or through the safeguard controls to keep your assets safe. You can install fireproof vaults as well. You can install security cameras. You can use alarms as well. Plus, then the most important thing here is mandatory vacations. What does it mean?